Camella in the Foxy Fast Lube, and YOT Backyard Engineering, Bella Stylez car.
15 starting spots, Steve Kenaway from Lowell, Mass. in the 38, alongside Larry Barnett of Moosup in the number 73.
And then it will be car number 12, Bo Norman from Clinton, and lining up next to him in car number 64, Michael Malburn.
Next up is Tommy Shea out of New London in the 45, and Jeff Van Pelt from Pawtucket, Rhode Island in the number 13.
We welcome back to Thompson, the driver of the 3 car from Smithfield, Rhode Island, Kevin Bowe. And then it will be the 33 car, a driver from Moosup, Daniel Couto, Charles Stott in the 10, Scott Sousa in the 6. We are underway.
Yes, and Thompson goes to the lead in the number 22 down the backstretch. Here comes the 36 of Scott Sundin, and of course the 31 on the move of Ryan Morgan working the bottom of the racetrack.
And Morgan has some dynamite on the inside as he is able to erupt, and he clears the number 36 of Sundin. A pretty good daredevil move there. And now he's going after the lead against Thompson, and it looks like Morgan might be able to get it.
Yeah, he makes the move down on the inside. He drove in really hard into turn 1 to pull alongside. Then he passes him out of turn 2, and while that door is open, here comes Scott Sundin down on the inside in the number 36. He'll go to second.
A little further back, Al Stone battling with Tyler Thompson for position. Megan Fuller is on the outside. On the inside of her is Corey Fanning, but nobody has an answer right now for Ryan Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan with somewhat of a comfortable lead on the backstretch, and Sundin goes with him. They've checked out from the rest of the field for right now. Al Stone gets into a comfortable third, but they're going 3 wide from 4th on back.
And who will get by? Thompson in the middle. He emerges with the advantage. Megan Fuller able to survive on the outside, and Fanning got shuffled back, and he is greeted by the combination of Gleason and Hadley. Meanwhile, Morgan trying to run and hide from Sundin, but that is not happening.
No, Sundin stays.
Around goes Monahan, but he saves it.
Unbelievable. Great save over there in the turn. They're all scattered around from that spot on back. Meanwhile, Monahan advances a position, gets around Thompson, and goes to 6th in the 55.
Boy, I was ready to count the bodies. That is how close Monahan came from creating a master disturbance, but he was able to reel the car back in. Yeah. Ryan Morgan is happy that happened because he is able to stay in the lead.
Yeah, and a comfortable lead at that as he's distanced himself even further from Scott Sundin, who's all by himself in 2nd. Stone is 3rd. Megan Fuller runs 4th. Gleason is 5th. And 6th is the 55 of Monahan, and they are almost a half a straightaway from the rest of the field.
And Monahan is looking to carve his way underneath Brent Gleason. It looks like he has a car that's capable of that as he torpedoes his way underneath the 0-1. It has been a lazy boy recliner type of race for Ryan Morgan. The best battle is for Ryan with Ryan Waterman in car number 24. And he is trying to get the advantage against Fanning as they blast their way out of the turn. It is Waterman, but able to maintain the same lead for about the last 5 or 6 laps. Ryan Morgan.
Trouble up in turn 4. Michael Malburn get up there in the 64, and one car was not able.
That's where you get paid. So we are just about ready to resume. And what should be a spectacular finish here, the final 13 laps. Now, Ryan Morgan had pretty much things to himself. He was in solitary confinement for the first 7 laps. Now he's got company as we get ready to resume. Pete, this should be a blockbuster second half of the race.
Yeah, as they get side by side, some of those leaders had gotten out and running by themselves, and that's all changed around now as the pace car wisely gets off the track down onto pit road, and the green flag goes in the air. They're back underway. Morgan trying to hold off Sundin as they're side by side into turn 1.
Sundin trying to make a statement all over the car like aluminum siding, but he falls off. Morgan in sole control of the lead, and Sundin has to worry about Megan Fuller in the white number 2.
Yeah, she's got a head of steam up there in the outside out of turn number 2. Right there with Sundin. They almost exchange paint through the 3rd and 4th turn. Sundin hanging tough down on the bottom.
And we have a spirited battle for 4th and 5th on the outside. Gleason takes a spot away from Al Stone.
Gleason advances one, Stone right there in the 5th spot, and then they're all bunched up from 6th on back. Waterman and the 55 of Sean Monahan dicing it out.
And two arch rivals side by side, but not for long, as Monahan wins that battle. Kyle Garrow, the point leader, trying to stick close to Sean Monahan. He is doing that as he nudges Waterman and tries to rumble underneath him.
And look at the trouble that Larry Barnett is in over there in the 1st and 2nd turn. Boy, oh boy, he ran into a couple of other cars, but he's able to keep going. And he was all sideways and ran into a couple of other cars. He gets drop kicked back several spots, but nonetheless, we keep it under green.
Thompson and Sousa also able to paddle. Here's Al Stone as he lunges around the 36 of Sundin to move into 4th. Monahan is right behind him. Waterman starting to pick up the pace in car number 24. So there has been a lot of chaos, but no calamity so far in the last handful of laps. And it looks like Waterman is going to get the best of Scott Sundin, and Waterman moves into 6th place.
He's up to 6th. Just ahead of him is Sean Monahan. Monahan sizing up Al Stone and decides to take a run down underneath him going into turn 3. But Stone hanging tough there on the outside. They're side by side on the front stretch, and Monahan makes the pass.
Boy, there was a lot of screeching going on coming out of turn number 4, but the loudest noise was from Sean Monahan. A side-by-side battle right behind Sean. On the inside is Waterman, to the outside is Al Stone, and then another side-by-side battle. And Kyle Garrow, the point leader, is able to get the jump on Scott Sundin.
Yeah, picks up a spot there in the 19. And he's watching the battle in front of him between Al Stone and Waterman. They've been dicing it out for a while. A little tap to the back of Waterman as he heads off the 2nd turn and down the backstretch and gets now into a nice clean spot. That is actually 5th spot now for the 24.
And leading by about the length of a baton is Morgan. Things are getting interesting for 2nd and 3rd. Gleason has come to life. We have yellow out on the track, and the pace slows down. So a problem with 7 laps
Fuller
to go.
and also Sean Monahan to get it right up front too in that number 55. Waterman's been coming as well in the 24, so this is shaping up to be a pretty good finish, and we've only got 7 laps to go.
And let's see who tells the story on this restart as they are about to pick up momentum. Megan Fuller got off to a good start, but here comes Morgan. And now Morgan, that puff of smoke belongs to Morgan. Can he clear the 2? It looks like he is, and look who he's taking with him, Pete.
Wow, yeah, Sean Monahan gets right up on the back bumper of Morgan, racing the outside of Megan Fuller. They are tight in that race for 2nd. Brett Gleason's right in there too. Here's Monahan and the number 2 of Fuller side by side in trouble here on the front stretch.
And there was a car that erupted up against the fence to the outside of the track. So we have another yellow situation. Let's go to Dave Barabal.
It's a 39 to Moose Down, guys. He has turned around
Pace car indicating green flag racing next time, and another shootout at the front.
So Sousa has come back out in car number 6, and he will join his buddies at the rear of the field. Ryan Morgan is elected to use the outside groove for this restart. And Sean Monahan. Sheriff Sean, you can never take your eyes off of what he does. So we are ready to perhaps settle the issue, the final 6 laps of this limited sportsman feature.
Green flag, and what a run that Sean Monahan gets off the turn. Will lead Morgan by a nose down into turn 1, but it's going to get called back because the caution is back out there again.
It's hard to get away with anything when you have a station wagon. You're not going to go under the radar screen.
Yeah, and the drivers are warned that the leader gets the fire first, and that was not the case on that start, so it gets called back.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if the leader is on the inside or the outside. He still has to make the first move.
This time he does, and the green flag comes out in on top of the field, and they stay side by side down into turn one. Morgan tried to hold Sean Monahan at bay, but Sean Monahan kind of gets down there on the inside, and they race side by side on the backstretch.
And they are dead even as the two drivers ball and chain together. They are body pairs coming out of turn number 4. Who will get the edge at the line? I think Sean Monahan by a sliver.
Yeah, he's trying to use as much of the track as he can as he thunders down into turn 1, but boy, Morgan hangs tough up there on the outside. Behind them, it's Megan Fuller for third, being chased by Waterman, Gleason, and Garrow.
Morgan all over the side of the 55 like wallpaper as a whirling dervish their way off the corner. Monahan is able to clear the 31 in the fight for third. Megan Fuller holding off Waterman.
And the black flag comes out for the 0-1 of Gleason. A lot of smoke off that car, so the officials will black flag the 0-1. He'll have to retire to the infield. Tough going because he had a pretty good run here today.
Trying to go sideways is Megan Fuller. She's able to bring it back to reality, and a half a car length advantage she has over Ryan Waterman. Waterman taking another shot, and Fuller is ready for it. Fuller still has her fingerprints on third place.
Yeah, she will lead him down the backstretch, but you know he's going to drive in as hard and deep as he can. See him lock up that left front tire as he gets on the brakes going into turn 3. But Megan Fuller with the advantage up on the outside. She's able to clear him here on the front stretch.
And here is Kyle Garrow, less than 2 laps to go. Garrow in car number 19. Any car that he can pass will pay dividends as far as the point chase is concerned. Sean Monahan, he is leading by the length of a moon crater as he is able to strut off turn number 4. One more time around for Sean Monahan, looking for a win.
Yeah, white flag is in the air, and that battle for third continues between Waterman and Megan Fuller. As this time Waterman takes another look on the bottom but can't get it done. Fuller will lead him down the backstretch, and that'll be a battle right to the checkered flag, which is going to happen seconds from now because the checkered flags are in the air. Sean Monahan will win it. Morgan will finish second. Megan Fuller holds on for third, and look at Kyle Garrow. He slowed down a little bit. Waterman slowed down a little bit out of turn 4. Garrow was able to pass.
About what good times we had. Every day was a Saturday, 'cause I ain't got a thing to do. Have a good time. That's right. Just won't have a good time all night. That's right. That's right. I got some cold shilling on some ice. And all the fellas coming. Gonna drink us a beer tonight. Try to find me a girl or two. I hope you find me a redhead, 'cause I've never been a one, but I bet it'd be a good time. That's right. Just won't have a good time.